I'll go buy the book. Ooh, see? Now that's a good spell. Now I don't actually have access to Sif casting, so that's another thing we're gonna have to keep in mind. After that, I'll buy that Ring of Wizardry. I already did. Okay, because it was on D11. That's why. Oh, Nightbot, are you flipping out again? So I need to find another version of this because this one has an annoying like intro for some reason. Nobody wants to. Oh my god. Nobody wants to hear your 25-second song intro, man. 30 seconds. Still going. There you go. This is a remix of a really classic Commodore 64 song. There's a lot of remixes of this, I'm sure. Orc is already on D11, but we will go to D12. Have we already been to D12? Oh no, wait, no, never mind. Oh, bam! There it is. Do the legendary acquire poll. Vote now. I mean, what's the smart one? I could certainly do. I mean, probably staff is a pretty good call. I could get whiz. I could get power or energy. Would not be good. They would be kind of convenient. Energy is kind of convenient. Power would be. Well, I guess I would actually use it, but it's sort of crappy. But fire or conj. Fortunately, I have a billion skills trained, so I might also just end up with like necromancy. Well, probably necromancy. Yep, the classic joke. What's the tactic for? Oh yeah, well, I guess I can fireball you. Yep, I don't want to eat large rook to the face. Oh, I guess he kind of forgot about me, didn't he? There we go. Look at this. Look at this guy. This guy. Oh yes. Oh boy. I'm gonna get to my free reward of a throwing net, gold, and a ration. Why? It's because I have the Scarf of Cloud Immunity. Interesting decisions. Emergent gameplay. This guy's gonna come through the door instead. He's gonna be smart. I hedge my bet. Whoa. He died standing on top of a ration. The irony. Very deep irony. Dang. Got banished. Well, time to see what everyone voted for. The requirement poll. I'm sure it was all serious votes, every single one. I'm sure. Got it, thanks. What are the results? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Why, that's 1 vote for book and 3 votes for food. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Yep, thanks for thinking about what I need right now. Nice try. I'm not gonna acquire food. I am probably gonna acquire staff. I mean, you can always do book. Damn, I've lost even more piety. Now that's weird though. Huh. It's interesting. Staff of Fire, hello. I mean, to be fair, I do rest a lot. But no, I definitely did the piety gain right, and I even checked it twice that I did. Because there's only one place where you do it. You check something else. Also, it's my OBS. Yeah, my OBS is fine. Let's see, got prayer. Let me check a few things. Maybe there was a slip up. Maybe there was a slip up, well, that wasn't it. What's it called then? Gain piety, not gain piety point. Let's find every instance of gain piety. Yeah, that's sin. Meat Path with the sub, 7 months in a row. Thank you so much, Meat Path. I believe he may have been my original subscriber. I know he's the first person to donate. We must all walk the path of meat. Does everyone give Meat Path your... oops. There we go. CS style and appreciation, or your preferred emote. Slightly larger version of the camo. Oh, look at his his magical rune. Very nice. Got that 6 months subscriber. Yep, the subscriber badges runes work very well for the size. Well, some of the runes work well, not all of them. The demonic rune works well. Lam's rune works well. Orb of Zot works well. It's not a rune, but it works. The other ones didn't work so hot because they're pretty small and I had to truncate them. I tried to make some of them work, but oh, I like this. What? Wow, there's a... That's awesome. There's a variable called... There's a class in crawl called Slurp Gain. The name of the class is Slurp Gain. That's a good... Oh, there it is. It's a struct, which just in C++ is a class where all the members are public. It's a class with members Jiva Slurp results and then piety gain T. That's one of my new favorite function slash class slash thingy names. Slurp Gain. I like it. I like it. Wonder if this will look it up properly. Oh yeah, nice. That probably is the def. Okay, so I'm going through to check that somehow I may have missed. It's not Slurp Gain. Okay, so that's that. In God Conduct. Damn it, if I type that one more time. Handle Piety Penance. Definitely not that. Player reacts. Oops. Sorry for the beeping. Handle Uskuyao Piety. Oh, there's no special casing for Sif there. Set piety. Gain piety point. There's gain piety itself. Interestingly, gain piety calls gain piety point. Sorry for the delay as I just check this. Just figure since I'm thinking about it right now, good time to check. Special things when you join a god. Set piety. And gain piety point. Only has one caller. Brew. Hysteresis. I'll still go back and check through for Sif stuff to see. In particular, I can look at the patch where I implemented it, the split piety. Actually, Marvin PA implemented that, I think. So it's probably just a function of my resting, because I don't really see anything wrong. I have less of a lead that there's something wrong with this than I do with... I mean, I have been using those actives a fair amount, but the piety gain still feels mostly like the old piety gain. That's the part and it's definitely changed. Well, on the other hand, to be fair, I guess I can, well, to be fair, I typically would play Sif and train a lot of spells constantly. Like 50% of my training would always be in skills, spell skills, so it would feel somewhat similar. And her early piety gain did feel good, although I was commenting how it was slow, but as well, but it did feel like it was sort of faster. But I will do a double and triple check just to make sure. So I did script the book part, but I guess we gotta go to Orc. So the trick is with channel, you have to, you know, it's 2 stars, so you're going to probably want to use it, but you can really drop, you know, you're a mage, so you rest a lot. I suppose as a result, I could look to lower the cost of the divine knowledge a bit. I don't necessarily want to move it down to 4 stars, though. That's, you know, I don't want to over buff Sif. I mean, the most important part is earlier in the game, but I don't want it to be like an ability that you can really spam a lot, because it is quite strong. I mean, that's about making it, that's going to sort of like have it, I think the general idea is you're mostly going to want to cast mid to high level spells anyway. So I'm not really about enabling it to cast like lower level things so much. You know what I mean? I don't, that wouldn't actually solve anything / change anything really. Currently you just, you know, what that would do is let you cast lower level stuff, presumably. And I also don't like variable piety cost like that too. Yeah, you don't typically do that for piety costed abilities. There are some that are sort of like that, like Pain Mirror is one example. But yeah, it's not so much about, it's sort of like one-time casts of, or rare casts of really strong stuff. I mean, you're already getting a buff to Sif anyway, because of her piety, of the change to her piety gain, so you already do have that. Hey, we're back up to 4 stars. Oh, hey, we got a gift. Oh no! I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want the magenta G. Good news is I can meth him. Bad news is that he can constrict me and petrify me. Although I do have an MR cloak. Ah, it's only 5%, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't really want this guy to get close. I could try some teleport action to set up a better fight. Do I have dig? Oh, there was dig in the game, right? There was a unique... Ah, Pickle. He has... Yes. Now might be the time to go back and say hello to the Pickster. Because I remember he had a Wand of Digging. If you're going to teleport in Orc, it's kind of nice to have a Wand of Dig. Thing is, I don't want Pickle to to cast dig. You stupid bastard! Jerk off. He still did it. Pretty upset with you, Pickle. Probably nothing over here, but we can now check this out. Oh! The book. Well, looks like Yorgrun's gonna have some competition in the old earth magic. You know what, this song just kind of annoys me. Well, there we go. So I think my plan is actually going to be to teleport and use my, not 3, but only 2 Wand of Digging charges. Would have 3 if Pickle wasn't such a jerk. But he's a stupid jerk. 0 levels left. What did I want? Oh hey, I have other conjure spells. Could be lazy and learn Mystic Blast. Bolt of Fire, I did not even see this. When did I get you? How many? Oh man, I need a lot. Guess maybe it would actually be time to go ahead and train some spell casting. Definitely want me some Bolt of Fire, and that spell is also going to be so 0. I'll get 4 from that, and then I would need 2 more. Yeah, nobody really likes using IMB, but they do use it because it's kind of convenient. I didn't get tons of use out of my Vamp Drain. I mean, I got spell power for regen, that's always something. Don't yet have the spell levels for Fireball. I have to unlearn fairly useful spell. I mean, Meph is still kind of useful. Obviously, Animate Skeleton. I mean, sadly, that is actually useful as long as I'm eating food. But I could just, you know, eventually I can just use Animate Dead when I want stuff like that, and eventually I probably won't even use that. Likewise, I'll eventually just ditch Vamp Drain, but I'd have to ditch, I could ditch Vamp Drain. Problem is I can't really cast. I guess I have Fireball and I can be happy with that for the time being. I do have cancellation, so that's good. Telly, wait, and go down. There we go. Where do we land? Pretty far away from the old Yorgster, that's good. Apparently I'm, okay. Fine, Yorgren. He's gonna show up somewhere. I don't want to put a cloud so that he cannot be meffed. I have to be careful here because he can hit me pretty hard. I can't really vuln him because I don't actually have a convenient wand for it. Meph is probably going to be one of the easier plays. Wish I had haste. I do have blink as well as fear. So we gotta be careful because he's gonna hit pretty hard with that. Streamer doesn't have stealth. There will be no stealth memes in this chat. Yeah, that was part of the throwing changes. That's pretty much exactly. The only part that's not accurate about that is that the new silver brand is no longer just a combo. That's also not quite accurate either. It's the new effect, like Datura is, or sorry, Atropa really isn't sleep at all. It does like confusion and blindness. So it's not sleep. It's like, that was the one that got cut, really. Frenzy is retained and Karare is retained. Frenzy was renamed to Datura, and Atropa is sort of like a new effect. It's like the blindness part of that doesn't proc as much as the confusion does. It's like there's a higher, it's harder for it to blind the monster. Alright, so the plan is to try some meth action. I just want to use my turns well. I don't have a whole lot of like crazy tricks to use against him, unfortunately. I could lig, that's always risky. Just for HP, if not anything. It's kind of a silly potion to use though, because there are just much safer things I can generally do. I could, do I have Brill? I do have Brill. That's not a bad call. There he goes. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna Fireball. Fireball. I guess Acid in. Wow, he woke up really fast. There we go. Bought me enough turns that I could, now I have a Staff of Earth if I want that. That's another weird aspect of this, is like, I guess you actually want to carry around a lot of different staves because you could use all these spells. I didn't think about that as a side effect. Because like I can use summon earth, fire spells. Yorgster's down. The old Yorgmeister. Oh yeah. Wow, remix of this song, huh? Running into some MP issues, that's for sure. Need more spellcasting, but I am training spellcasting. I guess I am wearing G-Spirit, so that's obviously part of the problem, but G-Spirit is actually helping because I'm taking good amounts of damage, so I can't really complain about that too much. I don't want to waste all my... There we go. Guy's gonna uncharm soon.